spike by Damfa Mario. That's jersey number 9 for Gambia. You would expect that with his height, and because he's got the height, he's got the leap, he's got the technique. But again, he must be aware of the positioning of these Moroccans to know where to place the spike in such a way that he can get his team the points. The earlier you rake in the points against a vastly experienced team like Morocco, the better you can fancy your chances going into the second and the third sets.
Oh, well, of course, that's exactly how you have to do it. If you have to get a point from, or rather a game or a win or a victory from a team that is adjudged to be a favorite when you have this game. And for the Moroccans, I think they grew into this game very gradually. The Gambians seem to have lost their guard. The last 5 points have went in the way of the team in red and green. And the Moroccans, they come into this one, and they know that when they can find their rhythm, they're just going to fly. And we return back from the timeout. It is still here inside the indoor sport hall, MKO Abiola National Stadium, right here, the most populous black nation of the world. It is where we give you the very best of volley and rally. We love this game, you know. Super hit. That's exactly how you do it when that point does matter to you.
Now, we spoke about this particular player. That's talking about Damfa Mario, sporting jersey number 9 for Gambia. He looks like the major threat and the one that will really power this team and spike this team all the way in this particular match. And so far, so good. He's already disappointed. But again, we really need to watch the way the Moroccans are attacking this game, the way they're setting up and the way they're spiking when it comes to their own. They're really maximizing it, and they're doing everything possible to thwart those efforts by the Gambians.
Of course, how the Gambians here, they have a lead of only 1 at 10-11. The score stays, and it is the Moroccans who are chasing the game. They haven't chased it from the very start of it. They are still chasing. Now the line is 12-10 to the Gambians. An opportunity to make historical in this one. The Gambians know that this one could be something that will celebrate for a very long time. Their first match in the championship, a first win will definitely be a step in the right direction. Don't you think, Ayo?
And that's what every team would definitely be going for going into a tournament. The need to always start on the positive note, on the winning note. That gives you the boost, the confidence to believe that you can take on all comers. But Moroccans are not all comers. Gambians really would fancy their chances. Like I said earlier, these boys with an average age, they're just 16, 17, they would believe they can get something against Morocco and of course push forward to go all the way to the final. Remember, the qualification for the World Under-19 Championship is at stake, and they really believe that they can do it.
Sure, I mean, you get into it to win it. That's exactly what the Gambians are here to do, and only this game that could tell how that particular journey could start for them. If they get this win, it gives them the boost and confidence. Defeating a team as heavy and huge as the Moroccans, really that would be something to actually behold. 25 points made in all. That is enough to win the game, but not when it's been split by 2 teams. Only one team will have to get 25 and they will get a flawless victory. But at the moment, it is the Gambians 13, Morocco is 12.
The lead is looking like what we predicted coming into this match. We expect to see a keen contest. The Moroccans had a slow start if you check out the first 10 serves that we saw in the game, but gradually they're coming into the game, and of course they're beginning to express themselves, get into the match rhythm. And then again, you look at the way the Moroccans are defending whenever the Gambians are serving, especially by the net. You see them setting up a two-man defense wall. That kinds of make it difficult for you to penetrate anytime you want to spike. But again, let's see. Possibly that's a strategy for this first set. And you look at that again, and of course, the net violation there has given the Gambians the point. But for the Moroccans, if you check in particular the jersey number 7, that's talking about Cagnat, is one player that would really inspire this team. It's still the first set, keenly contested. I'm sure we'll see the best in the Moroccan team in the second and in the third set, barring the fact that the Gambians are doing everything possible to win the first set. But I assure you, if Morocco are able to pick this first set, the Gambians will only try and try.
Of course, and the Gambians know it's a really hard nut to crack, especially when you see Kagnadianis Alexander in that squad for the Moroccans. I mean, yesterday I caught up with him at the hotel and he was playing the piano, and then I had a chat with him. I was like, you are playing the piano, you have a match tomorrow, don't you feel troubled? He was like, oh, every stress has to be released, and that's exactly what he's doing on the court of play right now, also releasing the stress of playing the piano through the sport that he loves so much, and he's doing fantastically well for his team, and they're drawing into this one. But as it sticks at the moment, it is the Gambians with the lead, and the scoreline is 16-12. A lot of prospective teams and players here. The Moroccans really looking like one team to really watch out for. Last night, Nigeria claimed a very hard-fought victory, coming from 2 sets down to get that particular win and the opener of the championship. I mean, while they are the top-seeded team in the championship, but also on the continent, Team Nigeria, well, they know that the challenges will have to also be seen of this Moroccans and as well as the Gambians. And this is the opening game for both sides. And as it sticks here, it is very much open. A cutter spike. Superb block.
I mean, that attempt by Sadi Abdallah, the captain of the Moroccans, not what you expect from a player of his quality. But again, you need to give credit to the way the Gambians are defending, especially when the spikes are coming. And a lot of credit again really needs to go to Ungu Momodu and of course Abdam Famario, 2 great players. They seem the blood, the adrenaline seems to be different for them, possibly because they're playing against a Morocco that if they upset, it is the big news. If Morocco beats Gambia, it's just one of those things. But the Gambians are really believing, and here they go, and here the drive is.
And then it is, you have to keep hope alive for the Gambians. It is not just about our hope. There is also believe, the ability to have a little bit of some try in your spine and thinking, and that you can actually do what has not been done, and then create a historical moment for yourself that you can cherish with so much time to come. I think the Gambians will really relish that one if it comes that way. If they take this game, it will be a lot of headline, just like you said, Ayo. And I think that headline could actually be a motivating factor for them, especially inside of this championship.
Perfect. The rally is really looking interesting at the moment. Now you can see the 2-man block that we talked about from Morocco, and of course see that beautiful setup there by Ahmad Mahdi. But it's the Gambians again now who are just getting. You can see the celebration. You see what every point means to them. For heaven's sakes, you're playing against Morocco and you're leading Morocco.
I can tell you one more time, this is where to be, ladies and gentlemen, wherever you are seeing this game around the world from. I'd like to say this is the Federal Capital Territory. Welcome you to Nigeria, at the heart of unity, of course, where volleyball is actually being played at the top of its game. Scoreline here is the Gambians with a lead of 7. 33 points made in all. The Gambians with 20 of them and only 13 for the favorites Morocco. Morocco really are drawing and of course are trying to catch up here, but the pace the Gambians have got, the spirit and the energy, the team play as well, it's quite telling a whole lot for them. A good pick from Yanis again, and that goes out. Really a poor spike from El Bunani Yusuf. I mean, he could have done way better than that. I mean, he has a lot more under his experience and playing where he does play there in Morocco. I think he could have been perhaps a different story.
Yeah. Scoreboard is saying at the moment up 21-13 in favor of Morocco, in favor of Gambia, beg your pardon, at the moment, and you want to believe that this might just be an opportunity that the Moroccans are possibly using to understudy what Gambia have come with into this game. But at 21-13, we've seen 8 points lead upturned in the previous match that we saw between Nigeria and Cameroon. And now, that, as it is, it's not looking like the Moroccans will rally back in this, but if they do that, that will be one of the most outstanding fight backs we have seen so far in the 2021 Under-18 Girls and Under-19 Boys African Nations Volleyball Championship. But for the Moroccans, it's another time now for them to defend, because the Gambians are on the rise, and surely they are rising well. I think it's another substitution again now for Morocco, and of course it's Ama El Mahadi who is coming out, and he will be replaced by Agalo Ismail.
Yeah, it is. Moroccans having. Meanwhile, we just head us straight to social media, where we are live with a stream, and we just got a feedback from What's on Gambia Sports News, and I think the media is asking the question why the commentary is undermining Gambia in this game. I think the Gambian nation could actually get a victory. I mean, we're not undermining the Gambian nation. It's just that when it comes to seeding and when it comes to the amount of players on the lineup, I think the Moroccans have got that edge, and that's why they are the favorite. But kudos to the Gambians. I mean, looking at the scoreboard, we might just be wrong.
Well, for any championship of this nature, there's always the favorites and the underdog. But it's always interesting when you see the underdog come all the way to surprise, to upturn the apple cart, or scatter the bookmakers' favorites or the bookmakers' predictions. For Gambia, they've taken more like a dark horse. When you consider the pedigree of the Moroccans, Morocco actually have a more established structure when it comes to volleyball development. And that takes me back to 2018 Men's Under-21 Volleyball Championship. No one really fancied Rwanda, but Rwanda went all the way in the particular encounter. Paul Bitok coached Rwanda in that particular encounter. So for this one, I think the Gambians can take a lot of joy in the fact that the team is not under any pressure. It's more of pressure on Morocco now, and Gambia are doing everything possible. Just take a look at the scoreboard to have a reminder of what the Gambians are doing to the Moroccans. 23-15. Now it's 24-15. This set looks rounds off already by Gambia, and surely in the next few seconds it's 1-0 Gambia. I can tell the fans and the viewers in Gambia.
Yeah, absolutely, and they can actually celebrate for that one. I mean, it could be a landslide victory for them with 10 massive points in the mix. The Gambians really are living up to their own expectation, believe. I think everyone right there could say that this team is really not as short on numbers or even short on performance. They are really doing enough to see off these Moroccans, but it's only the first set. But the scoreline here is massive, 24-15, 9 already for the Gambians.
And now it's looking like the Gambians might just run this off. But let's see what this rally we're going to be like. Brilliant spike! You said it, and what a way to just get your 2021 Under-19 Boys African Nations Volleyball Championship. Thumbs up, Gambia. After all, the game is just starting.
You can say that again. It's only the end of the first set, and we will be right back for the second set. Do stay here with us. My name is Sean Pablo. Right here inside the commentary box for the analysis is Ayo Makinde. Don't go nowhere. This is where volleyball lives.
are watching. You're watching match number 3. The home started yesterday. Nigeria beating Cameroon boys. Girls, Hungary, Nigeria girls. And now we're watching Gambia and Morocco. There is one. We are about to go into the second set.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. It is set number 2 here, a game between Gambia and Morocco. Match number 3 it is as well inside under 18 girls, under 19 boys African Nations Volleyball Championship right here inside the indoor sport hall of Moshood Abiola National Stadium right at the Federal Capital Territory, Nigeria. My name is Sean Pablo. Right here as well, joining in for commentary duties is Ayo Makinde.
It's been a very lovely experience so far. The underdogs, the perceived underdogs, are changing the narrative, and of course, the way they will be oozing in confidence going against the Moroccans in this second set would be quite a signature to see, because just have to start believing now that if you think, oh, Gambia would not have anything to do against Morocco, if you look at the way they had a landslide victory in the first set, you would fancy them. But this particular set will go a long way to determine who would carry the day. Remember, Moroccans have lost. They would want to fight back massively in the second set. But for the Gambia, let's just wait and see. Let's just wait and see. Let's just wait and see.
Of course, you don't go anywhere. This is where all the excitement is live, and we're definitely bringing it to you on Facebook. Just head on right now straight to Kenny Lamb TV, and you know that you can enjoy the very best of underage volleyball and activities here in Nigeria. And of course, at this game between Gambia and Morocco, the first set ended up in favor of the Gambians. They won that one 25-15. It was landslide. It was cruising for them. It was not anticipated, but then they did it as the underdogs, and the Moroccans are the a free one being given away, and it's going to be the first point in this set for the Gambians. 1-2 in favor of Morocco. Well, Morocco looking a little bit dismayed and disappointed for that particular first set, but it's only the first set.
You know one interesting thing about this Gambia national team? If you look at the size of Gambia as a country, land mass, when you consider that side by side with Morocco, it's wide. And you look at one of the beauty that Gambia has brought into this championship, and the head coach of the Gambian national under-19 boys team is actually a woman. And it's going to be interesting to see the kind of prospect, the kind of strength, the kind of women in leadership position that Gambia has got to project to the world, and which of to volleyball show it.
Of course, that's a huge challenge for Mario Wada, the head coach for the Gambian, and they are actually also living up to the expectation. Mario also saw them through the first set where they won it, and they now get to this particular set. They are down by 2 points, but it's still a game very much open as the scoreline is only beginning at 2-4 in favor of Morocco. But Morocco haven't lost the first set. This is theirs to win. The point there being won by Morocco. They continue to extend their lead. The difference of 3 is what they have at the moment. 5-2 the scoreline is. And then it is that young man Yanis. Oh, a big spike and a big point. And that number 9, Damfa Omar for the Gambia. Well, a very big point there. They were able to get for themselves at a 3-0 for the set. Still very much an open set. This one is. Oh, good drop. Really exposed there. The skill from Sadil Abdallah, the captain of the Morocco team. Well, they continue to extend their lead. For every point the Gambians have in this particular set, the Moroccans have a double.
Yeah, we're beginning to also see the Moroccans now activate on the dummy runs before the spike, but that's a brilliant one. You can't take that away, and what a way to defend that by Hamza. But unfortunately, it was not in any way, brilliant one for him to respond to that brilliant spike that we also saw from Gambia. But like I was saying earlier, the Moroccans are beginning to do most of the dummy runs now in the build up to this spike, and you can see they're not spiking straight forward. They're doing more of diagonal spikes and everything, which could just lose concentration or they become complacent. They've been able to build up a lead. The difference is not what they cannot catch up with, but surely the Moroccans will now start believing, especially in the second set.
Yeah, it's a question of belief and unbelief. For the Moroccans, it's a belief in the second set, but for the Gambians, belief saw them through the first set. Oh, what a win that was! 10 points, really. I never saw that coming. I would really confess personally. I mean, we never, nobody actually gave them a chance. We were expected as the favorite, being Morocco. They're going to take the game head on from the very start of it. But the Gambians, and that one is another point for them to celebrate. It used to be 6-2 Morocco. It used to be 3-2 Gambia, but now it is 7-6 in favor of the Moroccans. They've only amassed 1 point in the last, only 1 in the last 5. It's now a parity of 7 between both sides.
This is more like a neck-and-neck battle. When Gambia had a slow start in the second set, I wasn't really perturbed. I was just chilling to see what Morocco would do if they would be able to sustain it. But unfortunately, lack of concentration, and the Gambians are not giving into complacency. They're taking the bull by the horn, and it's only interesting to see this kind of a game, and you just want to believe that say what, anything can happen. The Moroccans, they've had a sloppy start by their own standards, but the Gambians are not leaving any stone unturned. They're playing aggressively. They're taking the game to the Moroccans, and it's only reflected on the scoreboard.
Well, absolutely. You can really get here and be here for all. This is where we bring you African Nations Volleyball Championship for girls 18 and boys 19. It doesn't get any better. Okay, one more time. It is still right here inside the indoor sport hall, MK Abiola National Stadium here at the Federal Capital Territory, Nigeria. And it is the game number 3, the third game here in this championship. And that one, of course, being the first for both sides, the Gambia and Morocco. And as it sits at the moment, the Gambians took the very first set by 25-15, a landslide of 10 points, and they are also inside the second here at a trail by 2. But let's respond a little bit to the social media comments. Where we have the Bisco Barrow who says, it says, "Stop it, commentator, the boys are good." And he also went on to say earlier on, he said the first set is a clear manifestation that the word underdog should not even be used within Gambia. Do you surely agree?
Well, you have to feel their nationalism
and patriotism, right?
And patriotism as well. But again, you look at when the hosting rights were awarded to Nigeria. I mean, it was all about the big names coming. I mean, the big names. But there's no law that states that big names can be made in a tournament like this. And I'm extremely impressed with the way the Gambians are really doing. You know, you'd naturally, even when you check the odds are not in the favor of the Gambians to get anything in this match. But the way they've been able to transform, take it to the Moroccans. You know, put aside any bookmaker, put aside the pressure, and of course taking the game to them. And now you can even imagine, look at that we just saw now, the Moroccans are about to turn this into a football anyway. But considering the way the coach of Gambia is really inspiring these boys, this is when you can just start believing. Morocco took an early lead in the second set. The Gambians drew level. They look like a side who will be a hard nut to crack. Whether it's Morocco, whether it's Nigeria, whether it's Cameroon, with this performance that they are showing, let's see if they are able to round off this second set with a victory. It might be too early to not give. It might be too early. It might not be too early, rather, not to consider them as a team that would really surprise the rest of the teams that are the so-called big names in this championship.
Well, I think that's really clear coming from Makinde there. I'm making sure that all the teams in this particular group, I talk about Cameroon, who lost last night, haven't won the first 2 sets, and then Nigeria as well, who won that particular game. They would have to watch out for the Gambia, because this team seem to be seen on paper as the underdogs, but then it's not always about the paper, it's always about what you bring to the court of play. And right now the Gambians, they have all the brags, and they can put it to you with the first set, a last set of 10 points. Really, you just have to give it to believe.
Man, if you look at the last sets there by Ngum Mamadou, I mean, you can't afford to do things like this against Morocco. I mean, you must take your chances. You cannot serve into the net against a top-notch side like Morocco. But considering the fact that it's one of those things, it does happen once in a while. But let's believe it's just a one-off that we saw. The Gambia will not do more of this. But Morocco, let's still keep an eye on them.
I'm sure our eyes are here. We know, I hope that yours also are here. Just go right now to Facebook and just click for that page, Kenny Lamb TV. Kenny Lamb TV. And that's where you're going to find us. It's a big part, it's on YouTube. Go down right straight to YouTube, www.youtube.com /Kenny, that's KENNY for Lamb, and then TV. There you can find us right away, and you can enjoy all of the entertainment we've got for you right inside the commentary box, as well as the vision that you will see here. Well, I just need to understand that if you want to catch the action on Facebook, just head on straight to Nigeria Volleyball Federation. Nigeria Volleyball Federation, and I'll spell the words for you. Nigeria, Nigeria, Volleyball, you know how to spell volleyball, of course. And then Federation, Federation. And you can head on right now, Facebook, Nigeria Volleyball Federation. You find us right there. Do like the page, click on the screen, and continue to enjoy the beauty of volley right here in the most populous black nation of the world. It is time out now, and a total of 31 points been made. It is a second set as well. The first one, Gambia has run away with it, but the Moroccans seem to have done better than they did in the first set. The first set they made only 15 points, but here they are even leading by a point with 16.
Well, it looks like Gambia might just punish them for that slow start that they had in the first set, because Gambia seemed not to be resting on its oars in the second set. You can see the way we're seeing the neck and neck battle, not much gap difference at any point in the game. It's never been more than 2-3 points. You know, it's either Morocco comes back, Gambia comes back, Gambia takes the lead, Morocco comes back, Gambia takes the lead. So the neck and neck battle makes the game very interesting. But again, Morocco can just have themselves to blame for not coming to the party on a day that Gambia was well prepared to rock the party.
Well, definitely, if you have your opponent right there in the party with the DJ, right at the DJ stand with the loud music, you know that you don't just have to start dancing. You have to find a way to surmount and, of course, suppress the music, because the music that's been played in the ears of these Gambians is making them do much more than is expected. I mean, they are really doing a whole lot for themselves. I can't even imagine or come to expect what has been said by the coach, Mario Wada, and I think she actually is proving that whatever a man can do, a woman can do even better, just maybe. A point now that makes it a parity of 16 between both sides. Gambia coming from behind to make it 16. Morocco has been with 16. They had a lead earlier in this set. It was 6-3. But it's not about how you start. Like I always say, the finish is like the toast of the evening. Morocco, big spike. Oh, an easy one for the Gambia. So now attack, and that was shit. And that point has been won. Gambia coming from behind now, taking the lead. It could be their second set in 2 sets as well. We saw the very first set there. They made sure of it quite early. This one is really taking them a bit more, but they have to still stick inside of it and still get something quite tangible. It's the opening game of the championship. It is superly crucial. It places you at a very good championship. It could also give you confidence going ahead into all the games, and that's exactly what the Gambians are doing right now. They are enjoying every beat and every count of the game, and it's really theirs to take.
Surely, I believe. I mean, you have to give credit to what they've been able to do. I mean, it's this is Nigeria, and you consider the fact that the Gambian team, they didn't really have enough time to even acclimatize in the country, like some other teams that came in days ahead of them. And in the first game, you can see they're playing like a team that's been in the country, that's been in Abuja for about 2-3 weeks. It shows the level of determination. It speaks volumes of the aspirations coming into this particular championship. And let's not be really surprised when they go the distance.
Oh, definitely. I mean, if you are expecting surprises, do not forget you can find a whole lot of them right for volleyball right on Facebook and as well as YouTube. Just head on. The channel actually is Kenny Lamb TV, and for Facebook, do head on to Nigeria Volleyball Federation and get the entertainment of top quality when volleyball is on the radar. 17 points here in second set to the Gambia, 16 to Morocco. The chase from behind, having got ahead earlier. A little bit of some contestant there from the table. They're having a word. And the match commissioner also dishing out instructions to the assistant referee, who is from Nigeria. It's only left to see what has been made of that conversation. And the Gambia here coming with only 10 players. They only arrived about 30 hours ago. And really, just like you said, it seems like they've been here for a fortnight.
I'm sure before they go, they'll fall in love with a lot of Nigerian cuisines and delicacies. Surely, but don't take anything away from these Gambians. They have really upset the apple cart. They've really against the odds. You know, they've risen to the occasion. And I'm sure in the streets of Banjul tonight, if they're able to see off this game, there will be a lot of celebration and belief that with the way they've been able to put this team together and invest in this team, surely there will be a lot to look forward to from Gambia.
Sure. We expect that the scoreline here give that kind of excitement that all the spectators are expecting. And of course, if you ask the journalists, if you ask paparazzi, they'll let you know that it will be a bigger call. Should the underdogs, or perhaps should Gambia take this one? They are seen as the underdogs on paper, but then it's not about what the paper says. Right here, it's all about what the volley says. The verdict from that concern is happening on the table. And there we have the Moroccans, the head coach there, additional some instructive words to the players. Ben Yamani Mohammed taking charge of his job. That's exactly how you do it. Well, he seemed troll at the moment, so it's going to be a lot to be seen should they get this victory. But as it sticks at the moment, all of the accolades go to the way of the team in blue and white. With one set, they have 1 point as well to climb down from the Gambia. 15-16 is for the second set in play. It's still a game for the taking for. It could be a set of 3 or 4 or 5, but they all begin to extend to 4 and 5. It means that the Moroccans, of course, have gotten the set from it. But do you think with the kind of performance here and the kind of belief and dream that the Gambians have brought here, do you see them letting away a set to the Moroccans? Should they win it?
Well, as it is at the moment, you can see even the ball is in the Gambians' court because they're about to take a serve. So they could be more careful with the way they approach the game, and of course be more strategic to ensure that they frustrate every plan by, you can just take a look at the way the Moroccans are defending, but they're not defending very well enough to be able to get something off these Gambians, who seem to be extremely stingy in giving out points. But again, you look at the scoreboard, 16-all. This set is keenly contested than what we saw in the first one, and of course it's just one of those things again. But another poor one by Gambia, Morocco. But again, it becomes more interesting. Anticipate something that will be very interesting by the time we get to the 20 points mark, when both teams will be trying everything possible to get the second set in their pockets.
Definitely the excitement lives here inside the indoor sport hall, Package B, MK Abiola National Stadium, here at the Federal Capital Territory of Nigeria, where volleyball is the top of the radar and of course the toast of the moment, and we are just having massive fun right here. Do not go anywhere. We'll be back, but at the moment, the game we have tomorrow, we're beginning to start looking into that one as we get back to this game. But let's talk about the games tomorrow. There is going to be an encounter. Nigeria is going to be playing a game tomorrow. They were able to come up with that victory. They're not allowing Camerooners to stun them, and they were able to come back and haven't dropped a lot from 2 sets. But at the end of the day, the victory was being counted for Nigeria. And we have a game tomorrow, but that one is going to be Cameroon for the boys category. But then, do you see the Gambians living up as they are living right now when they play against Nigeria tomorrow?
Well, with the way the Gambians are playing at the moment, Nigeria would not or cannot afford at the count of 3, it's gone. They look like a side that is capable of racing to a 3 straight sets victory. If you are that slow in your approach to the game, that will really be a big one to look out for. It will be interesting to see what the host country Nigeria would be able to put up against these resilient Gambians. And again, for Morocco also, that will be playing tomorrow. I think the way they approach tomorrow's game will be shaped on what they get from this particular encounter, because as it is right now, these Gambians, these players, they are playing as if they have a different source of energy in them. And you can take a lot of inspiration from them. You know, it reminds me of the Danish national, where nobody gave them a chance, but they got there with a weak inside. They went all the way. You look at Zambia at the 1994 African Nations Cup. That's football now. With all crash that happened to their team, they still got all the way to the final. This is just a perfect explanation of the theory of self-determination, and the Gambians are just making everybody surprised.
So we're just giving you a little bit of the future, giving you an update of the games that will play tomorrow. It is going to be Morocco squaring against Cameroon. Cameroon already have a defeat in their coffers, but then the Gambians are here swearing this one out, and they will also be swearing it out against Nigeria tomorrow. But we'll take it to the future. Let's come back to reality inside this game. The first set being won by the Gambians, 25-15, and a big one as well. Danfa Oma made it superb for the Gambians. They get even closer, 21-20 still to the Moroccans, but the Gambians really second set. It's that time where entertainment and excitement. Oh, it's now 21 apiece. What a serve! It's not the kind of serve you see every now and then, but when it comes in your favor, you have to celebrate it, you have to enjoy, and you have to relish the moment.
And that's what the Gambians are doing. I mean, you can't take anything away from them. They've been able to get some points through luck. You know, like the ball touch and the balls have been deflected out. But again, you have to give them that thumbs up when you consider their brilliant spikes and the way they defend, especially when the Moroccans are about to spike. Just take a look at it. They were a point behind, now they're a point ahead. So it's good. It's good for them.
Sure, superbly. Well, they were. This used to be 19-21, but now the score reads 22-21, which means that the Gambians have had the last 3 points. It really becoming something for them now. Only 3 away from the second set. Or did you ever, anyhow, everyhow, somehow envisage this coming into this game for the Gambians?
Man, if you're dreaming, wake up from the dream. This is reality. Gambia are just proven to be a phenomenon in this particular encounter. The odds have not. The odds have been rearranged, and I just can't wait to see what the remaining serves in this particular second set. It will turn out to be. But you know, look at that for a brilliant strike again from Gambia. Look at the way the Moroccans are defending. You really see that the Moroccans are doing everything possible to get something from the second set. But the Gambians are not just ready.
Sure. But this point, it will go in the way of Morocco. It is now 22 points apiece. The second set it is. The Gambians could make it through. Morocco looking for the first. It is the African Nations Volleyball Championship. Well, we are here inside a city that never sleeps. The federal capital territory. The city of Abuja. The heart of unity. What more can I say? Oh! The ball could have gone out, but the Gambians brought it. And still the rally continues. Oh, great liberal makes it look seamless. That's exactly how you win a point. Ladies and gentlemen, a Galway smile celebrates with a point. Hardly fought.
Pablo, At this point, I think I really need to go for a water break. It's breathtaking what I'm seeing here. The Moroccans seem to have been spiced up in the last few serves. And of course, you can see the Gambians are not just dropping by any standard. It seems each time Gambia takes it to a level, Morocco tries to catch up. Whenever Morocco catches up with Gambia, Gambia would fire and accelerate again to another level. And that's what we're just saying. This set is perhaps the longest so far that we've seen in this year's championship. It's so keenly contested, no one-way performance, no dominant performance. It's a keenly contested set, 23-23. You just have to watch out for this Gambian team.
Surely they are beginning to become the discovery of the tournament. I am telling you, this team really reached with a lot of energy, and he has to make that one count. Well, I beg your pardon, the point has been awarded to Morocco. The ball went out of line, and Morocco are beginning to have belief it could be now a parity of one set, but one serve, one perfect serve. Could it be an ace or a winner? It could be enough to win the set for Morocco.
I'm short of words, because the way Morocco is playing now was the way I expected them to play in the first set. But unfortunately, they left it too late and Gambia took the initiative. Now Morocco is coming back into the match at a time when Gambia cannot afford to slip off. Gambia needs to win the second set to have. But if they slip up as a trail at the moment and Morocco take this, I think we'll be in for a cracker in the third set.
Absolutely, you do not go away. Stick right here with us. It is a set point, but it's been thrown away, and they put us in a situation. Is it going to be a lot more to be saying? Just like we saw the first set of the game between Nigeria and Cameroon, when the Camerooners won 28-26, but then here it is 24-24. What do you have to say, Ayomakide? It's beginning to become a rumble
in the jungle, but this time around it's at the indoor court of the Packet B section of the Moshood Abiola National Stadium here in the Federal Capital Territory of Nigeria. The Gambians now know that it's going to be a very, very big one for them if they can get this and move 2-0 up. That obviously would ease a lot of pressure on their shoulder, and now they could be more calculated going into the third set. But if they lose this particular one, they will just have successful. But if Gambia can see off this set, I want to believe that they would definitely come out victor in this match.
So we will see it, but that point goes in the way of the team in red and green. Morocco with the lead 25-24. Gambia's here on the verge of losing out a set. They haven't lost any set in this championship so far. They have won. They won the first one. This is the second one, and there comes that spike. It's a set up now, a drop shot, but the rally is still in play, and that's a superb one. The Gambia's tied up at 25. 25-25 between Gambia and Morocco. What a game tonight.
You have to just save your breath. I mean, it's unbelievable the way these boys from Gambia. I mean, they're not giving anything to chance for Morocco. But that's quite unfortunate for the Gambians. Now they're in a race. Gambia, you ask me, do they deserve to win this set? Obviously they deserve to win the set. But unfortunately, Morocco is not just giving up at the moment. And I just hope that Gambia are not trying to be complacent. And that's crazy.
Ladies and gentlemen, yes it is. One big of a game we have. have in our own hands. It is now the end of the second set, and that set goes to the team red. Morocco, having dropped one set, return back into this one. It is now 1 set to Gambia, 1 set to Morocco. This is where volleyball lives.
Thank you very much, team for Gambia, for that interview. We're back in the match between Morocco and Gambia. Close account 1-1, minor count 0-0.
Welcome back, of course, to the Indoor Sport Hall, Package B, MKO of the National Stadium at the Federal Capital Territory, Nigeria, right here in the city of Abuja. It is. We are having a sport time here for the under-18 girls, under-19 boys African Nations Volleyball Championship. It is match number 3, and it's the opening game for both teams, as we've seen 2 sets already between Gambia and Morocco. The very first set ended up Gambia taking in a last night of 10 points, 25-15 wrapped up. But in the second set, as Morocco kept a little bit of that, and they left it late, but then they took it. This is the third set, and the scoreline here is 2 to the Gambia and 1 to Morocco. I'm Sean Pablo. I'm inside here in the commentary box with Iron Makinde, but we hope we will fill your evening. Oh, great shot there from Yanis. Super spike. Had no chance on that. Really, the Gambians are making believe really become a reality. They have actually made so much alive with that first set, and how they did it as well. But the experience and the level of the Moroccans are beginning to come to play. They have now won the last 2 points to take the lead in this set. The third point of that one inside the third set, where they have only 1 set. We could be even having the 4th set should one team win the next 2, or have a 5 or 2 more sets after this one should they share the next 2 sets. It's now 3 points apiece. 3, Morocco 3. Morocco playing from left to right in red and green. Gambia from right to left in blue and white, and that spike comes. Oh, a drop shot. The Gambia are looking forward to hitting it. Been saved by the libero, and they continue to set Yusuf, and the spike comes. It's a point to Morocco. I beg your pardon, a point away from Morocco to Gambia. A net violation there for jersey number 2 of the Moroccan team, Agalu Ismail. And it goes in well, but the Gambians having a control of it. Yes, a big one in that one. Big play from a big man, Joe Babuka. Really a super strike. Giving the team in red and green no chance at all. A 5-point to Gambia, and they make 6. What a waste. Sadil Abdallah, the captain of the Moroccan team, could not believe it. Just threw that one away. Give an advantage and a lead up to the Gambia. coming for the Gambia now, and the chance will be for the spike. Big up by Yusuf, and it's out. Impatience is beginning to set into these Moroccans. They've been forced into errors. And the Gambians are releasing the moment with a lead of 3 points now, and this have come through as well. Oh, power block. But a net violation. Counting against Danfa Omar. And giving the points away to Morocco after that superb block from El Bunani Yusuf. Another point. And it's now 6 for Morocco, 7 for Gambia. They still have a lead. It used to be 3, but now it's only 1. And that set is good. Oh, but the Libero just took a strike from Yusuf. Oh, Omar. Abdallah spiking against his own net, giving away leadership, and it's now a difference of 2. The Gambia now having a 2 gap when it comes to points. 6 to Morocco, 8 to Gambia. Really, it could be that set that they would make to be number 2. Well, they won the very first set of this game, 25-15. But they gave away a lot of concentration in the second set. Gave away a couple of leads as well. Morocco has took that one. The scoreline here is 1-1 between Gambia and Morocco. My name is Sean Pablo, and this is the commentary box. Volleyball is the game. Nigeria the host. It's a game now between Gambia and Morocco for the under-18 girls, under-19 boys African Nations Volleyball Championship. It is a third match between Gambia and Morocco, and this game has been squared, both sets, the first and second. Gambia won the first, Morocco the second, and this is the third. The scoreline here is 9-2 Gambia, 7-2 Morocco. Still very much for anybody here. This is the third set. The cracker. It could be a set of 5, it could be a set of 4, but this third is crucial. Ten to Gambia, 7 to Morocco. Really very cagey. This game is good drop, and that's a superb big point. Kutam Said from Morocco wins that one, and of course wins the serve as well. He will take it, jersey number 3 for the North African side. Well, he serves all right. Goes to the back row, players. I got him with a spike. Uncle Mamadou made it look so easy, too easy. 11 points now to Gambia, and only 8 has been amassed by Morocco. Really, no one really chance in this dogs, but they are living up to belief. Another one spooked forward and spooked into the calf of their opponent. Gambia here with the possession, and they spike. Oh, drop shot there, catching Gambia off guard. A gallery smile. A big spike. It is the captain Abdallah comes to prove leadership for his side. They trail here by 2. Only 10 points in the second. I beg your pardon, in the third set they have. But they already have a set also to their names. Gambia here won the first set in a superb fashion. Gambia also won this point, opening the lead to 3. 13-10 the score is. It is the second match in boys. It was a flawless 3-0 victory. Heading into their next match against Ghana tomorrow. It will really count so much for them. That victory against Nigeria, 3-0 all wrapped up. But this is the second game of the day. And it is between Gambia and Morocco. 1 set apiece. But Gambia have the lead in this third set. 15-11. Another serve to help them gain a chance to win the point. Oh, big one for Abdallah. The captain of Morocco really spiking that one through. Well, the deficit is cut short to 3, but they still throw here. Hits that one against his net. Opens. Jersey number 4, the captain of Morocco. Really not exactly the kind of serve he would have given out from his side, but we'll have to shake that off. Get back to the game. They're still chasing it up. Well, responding to the question coming through from Agani TV, is 1 set to Morocco, 1 set to Gambia. The first set was won by Gambia 25-15. Second set by Morocco 27-25. And this is the third set, and it is 17 to Gambia, 12 to Morocco.
Now, substitution, Morocco number 1 going for number 2.
Gambia here looking forward to taking the second set of the game. Morocco also looking forward to taking the second set of the game, but they trail here by 5 points. Superly, highly pulsating this game is. And that spike will come from Yusuf. Well, he booked in. Oh, yes. Belfa Omar wins that one with a spike. But it is a shot, really, that Gambia will actually celebrate. Ungom Mamadou winning that one. The lead to a gap of 6, 18-12. Oh, super. Abdallah not so happy despite winning that point. I mean, the trail here. He's the captain of his side from Morocco. He wants his side to get victory. It is their opening game. A victory here will be very, very crucial. But the Gambians have also come for the same victory. (18-14) Morocco. Yusuf for the serve. And a big shot! It is jersey number 12 who actually actually rise to the challenge, striking that one, Jeff Babuka. 19 for Gambia, 14 for Morocco. And a lot of pride could come through, but that's been rescued. The volley is still on. The rally in progress. A big strike and a big point for Gambia. That is a celebration. That is a trend of the moment. Hey, hey, ooh. But the excitement here is top notch. The entertainment is absolutely off the chains. Ooh, that's it from the spectators. They are beginning to find a little bit of some fancy around the Gambian team. And the support also coming through for this side. Really, a side no one has given a chance to. They have the shortest amount of players in this championship with only 10. Well, I want to say kudos to all those on social media. Do not forget to catch the action live on YouTube. Kenny Lam TV is where to find us on YouTube. And on Facebook it is Nigeria Volleyball Federation. That's where we are. Find the page, like the page, watch the screen, enjoy the game. Thank me later. A hard fought bump there and chest come through, but Morocco here tried to get this point, and yes, they've done it. It is Yanis. 4 points. Morocco with 16. Gambia 20. And the fans are cheering. Let's go, Gambia, let's go. Well, if you have anywhere else to go, you have to be here. That's where to go. Right inside the indoor sports hall, Package B, MKO Abiola National Stadium here at the Federal Capital Territory, Abuja, Nigeria, and Gambia to the challenge. The Gambians have a game in their hands, and they're really enjoying the support coming in from the spectators as well. Ayo, how has it been for you so far?
Well, I just had to go close to the court to really feel the way these boys are breathing, the way the inspiration is, the way they're feeling and believing themselves that even though they narrowly lost the second set, they can fight back in this third set and of course go all the way to win this particular encounter against the much fancied Moroccans.
Sure, Morocco is coming to as well. We're being billed as the favorite, but then hope can always be alive. Dream is coming to reality. Believe can be believed in, and that's exactly what the Gambia are doing tonight. And they're actually taking it on another level. They now lead by 4. I beg your pardon, the lead, yes, by 4 in a very, very crucial point of the game. I mean, when we get to the 20-point mark, that's where the teams always get in the thick and thin of it. And the Gambians here, it could be their second set. In the third, they are now really trying to get this one, but the Moroccans are celebrating this particular point, and the deficit is now cut short to 3.
We're at a stage where every point matters now. You can see the fans, not really in any particular order, but everyone seems to be rooting for the Gambians now to go all the way, and of course upsets the apple cart. And you can see the way the fans here celebrate whenever Gambia has got a point, and the way the reaction is when it is Morocco. The fan and those in the court here all seem to be rooting for Gambia to go all the way. Well, it's 22-18, 4 points game as it is right now. Let's see.
Definitely do stay here and see with us. It is still a game between Gambia and Morocco. The Gambians seem to have found something working for them. They found the fans around them. They seem to have found a way to connect with the fans, and that is really counting a whole lot for them. But I do stay here. My name is Sean Pabram. Inside the commentary box with I am Makinde. We're back after this time out. 22 Gambia, 18 Morocco. Ball block there from the Gambians. Morocco still chasing up this particular set. Gambia has an advantage of 3, but they have this serve to defend. And it's been set to a strike, and yes, it goes in! It goes in! What a big one that one is! Big man with a big spike, jersey number 6, Colin Sheikh. I believe that this is the stage where we're going to get the Dunfar. That's sporting jersey number 9 for the Gambia. He's been outstanding. He's been precise. He's got the height that we'll see for the next. Morocco is a pool where stars are always picked from. Because of the fact that they have a running and functional league when it comes to volleyball, and also a program of development from age grading to the national team. So Gambia would really want to use that opportunity to convince those who are into funding of sports in the country to the point whereby, you know, the next generation, and of course the generation after the next, can always look forward to this team and say this is the team. Let's go to social media where we have a reaction coming from Farouk Ahmed. He says, if only our grassroots programs in Africa can be getting with the best teams globally. And that's exactly what you have just said also. I mean, if Africa do get that kind of support, I mean, if our teams do get that kind of technical facilitation, I mean, we can just go all the way, especially when we have the war game has really grown to a higher level here on the continent. And I believe that with a little bit of a push, Africa may actually just be right there.
A lot of credit also need a lot of credit. It's not football or basketball. People, due to COVID-19, there are lots of restrictions. That's why we don't even have a full capacity indoor hall here as well. But with innovation that we're seeing from the CAVB, from the Nigeria Volleyball Federation, it's only a matter of time and into sports, grassroots sports development in Africa. And by the time we do this consistently, then we can beat our chest and say we can go to the world stage and shock the world and then rule the world.
Well, surely, and now it's over. Take the day.
Well, they could have done this in the second set because they played the second set. It was a neck and neck battle between them and the Moroccans. If only they were a bit more careful and they didn't really slip off in terms of concentration over by now by Morocco. You can expect these Gambians to fight back. It's advantage Gambia at the moment, and I'm sure they would not want to let